All right, I know it's a stat show. This is where I just kind of stand back now and you just talk for like 11 minutes.
11 minutes countdown is on.
Well, no, I always like hearing the stats too, because I like to hear, where things have, gone up and gone down, or there's rarely things going down, but I like to hear the stats too.
Well, you just type in whenever you feel like it, Mr. Pope.
All right, I like that.
So on August 4th, the news release was out from the Fraser Valley Real Estate Board. So the Fraser Valley home sales remained steady in July. Lowest supply in 40 years. That's the headline. Let me say that again. Lowest supply in 40 years. Crazy. Market activity in the Fraser Valley, both sales and new listings softened in July. However, buyers continued to significantly outnumber sellers, resulting in inventory reaching the lowest for the month since 1981. The board processed, as far as sales through the MLS system in July, a decrease of 11% compared to June and a 4.5% decrease compared to the same month last year. Sales continue to remain above normal for July, but 15% above the 10-year average. So that is what's been happening as far as sales. And Larry Anderson, the president of our real estate board, he says demand for homes in our region, however, remains above average. For 14 months, we have been in a seller's market for the Fraser Valley detached homes, townhouses, and condos. And yet for the last 4 months, new listings in our region have been decreasing. In July, the board received, for new listings, a decrease of 31.5% compared to last year and a decrease of 22% compared to June of 2021. Across Fraser Valley in July, the average number of days to sell a single-family detached home was 26 days, and a townhome was 15 days. Condos took on average 24 days to sell. Now, for the benchmark price activity for overall the Fraser Valley, the single-family detached are at $1,319,200. And that is a decrease of 0.4%, so not too bad compared to last June, and an increase of 30.9%. Oh, sorry, that was June, the month before. So again, down 0.4% compared to just the month before, but an increase of 30.9% from last year. And townhouses benchmark price at $688,400, and that is actually an increase of 1.5% compared to last month, and an increase of 22.3% compared to July of last year. And condos overall, $494,000, and that benchmark price is an increase of 0.1% from the month before, and an increase of 13% compared to last year. So that's overall, but let's go municipality by municipality, starting with our wonderful Abbotsford, and that is single detached homes benchmark prices are at $1,136,100. That is an increase from last year of 36.6% and a small decrease from the month before of 0.4%. Townhouses in Abbotsford are at $587,300. That's an increase of 26.9% from last year and an increase of 2% from the month before. And condos in Abbotsford are at $383,800. That's the benchmark price, up 19.1% from last year and up 1.5% from last month. And for Mission, benchmark price of detached homes are at $929,600, and that's an increase of 35.1% from last year and an increase of 0.4% from the month before. Townhouses are at $596,300, an increase of 31.2% from last year and an increase of 3.3% from last month. Condos are at $425,000, and that's an increase of 20.4% from last year and an increase of 3.4% from last month. And then White Rock. Okay, White Rock detached properties, benchmark prices are at $1,689,700. That's an increase of 23.3% from last year. It had the lowest decrease from the month before, though, which was a minus 2.4% from June. So of all the municipalities of the Fraser Valley, that one went down the most month over month. And townhouses for White Rock are at $809,000, $700 actually, and that's up 22.7% from last year. And it's right straight across the board, didn't increase, didn't decrease from the month before. Condos in White Rock, $559,300, and that's up 15.1% from last year and down 1.4% from the month before. Langley benchmark price for detached homes are at $1,377,000. That's an increase of 29.7% from last year and a decrease of 0.4% from the month before. Townhouses are at $706,100, an increase of 22.4% from last year and an increase of 2.1% from the month before. And condos are at $472,400. That's an increase of 18.4% from last year and an increase of 0.4% from the month before. And then Delta, we've got benchmark detached homes are at $1,191,600, and that's up 27.5% from last year and down 0.6% from the month before. Townhouses are at $673,200. That's up 16.1% from last year and up 1.2% from the month before. And condos in Delta are at $402,300, up 3.3% from last year, and actually down 1.1% from the month before. And then our last municipality we will be talking about is the city of Surrey, and that is all of Surrey, but not including White Rock because it's officially its own city. So all of Surrey, detached benchmark prices are at $1,431,300, and that is up 29.4% from last year and down a modest 0.3% from the month before. Townhouses are at $710,200, and that's up 21.1% from last year and up 1.1% from last month. Condos are at $446,800, and that's up 10.5% from last year and down a little 0.2% from the month before. And that is your Fraser Valley real estate statistics.
All right. Well, there was a lot to go through there for sure, but still lots of good news there. Everything's still pretty much either, on the rise or staying put.
Yep, exactly. So when you see the graph, and maybe I'll put it on the screen right now because actually I'm going to be putting this, I'm going to be uploading this on YouTube. Well,
you should have warned me. I mean, how do you even know I'm not wearing my pajamas?
Well, I know I've been wanting to get you on the video on the camera. I mean, on my computer, so that I can upload it on YouTube with you in it. But you know what? We're going to start videoing us when I get back into the studio. Yeah, I'm sure Rogers is going to allow that soon.
It will be soon, I think. Yes.
But for now. But the graph actually shows a very just slight lower. It's still way seller's market. So typically we're in a balanced market in this area, but it is still a seller's market, still high, but it's just come down just a tad bit from last month. Not much. The last 3 months, it's just come down a little bit like a ladder. A ladder exactly is what it looks like on the graph. But prices are skyrocketed higher than ever.